Hello there. Excited. Amy and I are on location today. We've not been on location. We've been on location around our local village. We've never actually been out before. We are in the Stylecraft showroom with Angela Hatton, head of design for Stylecraft. Which is dead exciting. Nice, isn't it? Now, I've known Angela for a long time, who Angela hasn't designed for. It's probably a shorter list than who you are, isn't it? Definitely. And Angela is head of design at Stylecraft, and they've let us into the showroom today, and we're going to have a bit of a chat about inspiration, about Angela, and about the new autumn-winter collection. So, hello.
Hi, again,
yes, indeed. Angela's been looking after us, feeding us tea and everything, haven't you? What a great room.
I know, I love it, but I mean, that's kind of like what the building's like. It's got such history, and just if you see the outside of it and the location that we're in, it's amazing. The view from the office window is beautiful.
Oh, we've just been looking over at the viaducts and so on. And it is, whenever I come to Stylecraft, and Amy's not been over before, Amy's behind the camera, and I was saying to her about it is a building that has a real sense of history of spinning and yarn and fabric.
It's the Yorkshire textile industry.
Yes,
which is, it's just so good that it's still here.
It's amazing when you come in downstairs as well, the letters on the wall that were sent to Parliament worthy about working rights from the turn of the century, and the stairs that are worn out.
I'm not clocks.
Angela's not been here all that time, have you?
It's got 1907 and something on the outside of the building. I've not been here.
But it has all around here has a real sense of yarn production, doesn't it? So, and it's nice that you're still in a building like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's got such links in the village as well. People do charity things.
I'm going to say we're in the village of Slaithwaite. Angela will probably pronounce it correctly.
Slowick.
See, yes.
I know. It's Yorkshire. It's a whole different language.
And you're Yorkshire born and bred, aren't you?
I am,
Yeah, very proud of being Yorkshire as well.
Yeah, I mean, I have a slightly different accent than people around me, but I have lived.
Yes, yeah.
And it's funny when I'm with my friends in the south, they think that I've got a really strong accent. And then, for example, I once went into the bank in Barnsley and they went, "Where are you from?" I don't really know anymore.
Yeah, to me, you sound Yorkshire.
Well, that's because
exactly, yeah. So we've got a table full of yarns. How many yarns are this season? New yarns? Wrong question. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 6 on the table.
Do you know why that is? So it's because we release them at different
times. So
I've not actually mentally added all of the different release dates up.
And what's the process? So do you find the yarn first? Do you go to Florence, don't you, twice a year? Yeah, sourcing, which is a huge trade convention.
We also go to Cologne as well.
But the Pitti in Florence is a real sort of yarn producers. Yeah. And do you go there knowing what type of yarns you want to bring home, or do you just go and see what's on offer?
Because we know what's in our collection of yarns, we'll know roughly if there's something we need as a gap.
Yes, yeah.
Or we will have looked at trends of coming in. For example, we knew that we wanted a fluffy yarn.
Yes.
So we purposely was looking for something like that. But generally, we go to these fairs and we have appointments with the different suppliers and we get bombarded.
Yes, I can imagine.
It's like a tidal wave of yarn coming at us. And we literally go through, would our customer like it? What's on trend? Does it fit into our collection of what yarns we have already?
Yeah.
Does it fit under the Stylecraft brand?
Yes, yeah.
And then obviously we look at fibre content and cost, because at the end of the day we want
of course,
the right price point for our customers. And how far a yarn will go, so we look at the meterage.
Right, okay.
And then we will ask the suppliers to send us several balls as a starting point.
Yes.
And then that again, when we get back home from the Yeah, box after box
I
after
can
box.
imagine, yes.
We have an R&D meeting every month, and that's when we look at these yarns. So we'll discuss it, we'll swatch it, see if it comes to tension, what we expect it to, see what the fabric's like.
Yes, yeah.
And then if we think it may be a goer, we do a wash and wear.
I was going to say, one thing that always fascinates me when I come up to Stylecraft is if you go to the ladies upstairs, and I don't think there could well be one in the gents as well, there are washing machines. Yeah. When you come out of the office, there are washing machines. And at first I was like, why have you got washing machines? And I love the fact that you do that. Yeah. Because I think that's so important to know that that stage has been done.
Yeah, I mean, we test for integrity of whether it shrinks or goes one way or the other. Does it lose anything within its texture?
Yeah, its substance.
Does it pill?
Yeah.
Does it? So, for example, you can have an encased yarn, say, and then sometimes the fibres pop out.
Right, okay, yeah.
So, and then also we look at the washer and the dryer.
Right.
As to what you've lost, because if you want to wash your garment with something else, you don't want your garment
to come out. Do you know what? I've not even thought of that.
And then there's also looking at if any dyes come out.
Right, yes.
So we look at every angle.
Wow, that's fascinating.
And it goes through the process, I think it's 6 times.
Wow. So how far in advance of the yarn being released will you have found it?
How long is it?
Yeah.
Sometimes, if it's not going to fit in that season but we really love it, we put it on hold. Sometimes we can have a yarn, so at the minute we've never got a stock yarn that we're gonna that we saw on with like a really short amount of time. Not like, let's go with it. So sometimes it can be a couple of seasons, sometimes a couple of years.
Gosh. I do like it when we come over to Stylecraft. You go into the office upstairs and sometimes there's a sneak peek. If you keep your eyes peeled and just think, ooh, I've not seen that before. I'm never allowed to take photos of that at all. So a lot of launches this autumn winter, and I've been lucky enough to see most of these already. I have a favourite. What's yours?
My favourite yarn is obviously because I've got it in front of me.
It's the same as mine.
Everything about it. I mean, it took us quite a long time, I've got to say, to find the right one.
Yes, yeah.
Because it had to be the right one. We've gone through lots of mohairy ones, high fibre content, lots of brushed ones, and this is something so we knew.
Well, I was pretty much the same when Stephen and I came over to do the meeting, and I saw this and just think, that's Angela's favourite garment from the whole collection. It's just gorgeous. The colours.
I think, do you know what? I think it is partly as well. I love all the colours.
Yes.
So
how did you decide the colours?
Actually, it was me. So once we've decided on a yarn and that we're going to put it in, we then obviously have to pick our colours.
Yes.
So again, at R&D meetings, we pick colours. Sometimes you get shade cards from suppliers. Other times we have in our heads palettes. So I think, as I remember, I think Grace was partly from a supplier's shade card, partly what we wanted, but we have lots of other ideas of colours as well.
I can imagine.
It's like the Will's Oyster.
This is so lovely. It's a blend of premium acrylic, mohair and wool, and I just loved it, and I love the designs. I just think they are sensational. They're really wearable.
Yeah. It's like the whole, what I call sloppy Joe.
Yes.
Sweater that's easy wear, that you can just throw on even over your pyjamas.
Yeah. And iron weight as well, so it lit up nice and quick as well. So, and then what have we got after? So then, favourite, have you got a so that's your favourite garment overall? I pulled this one out. I love this.
I do.
I just think, Amy, who is behind the camera, this is just such an Amy top.
I mean, I don't know if you can remember, but I'm the crochet girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's my favourite crochet.
Yeah. I just
maybe because I've got a cat and you know, the cat just runs off and it. She runs off with the crochet, it doesn't matter.
But this granny square trend is massive as well, isn't it?
I love the idea that in design of when you're doing the granny squares, that your background colour, I look at it like in my head from a design point of view, I see it as a frame.
Right, yes.
So for me, the black on this particular one works because it's framing.
Yeah. It's absolutely fabulous. It really is. And then let's talk about fusion chunky because I loved that as well.
Yeah, we when we first saw fusion, we loved the fact that it's so spongy.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean that goes into a lot of choosing our yarns and stuff like this. Like when you see a ball of yarn in a shop, what's the first thing you do? You do that.
I sniff. I'm a yarn sniffer. People watch us will know. Oh yeah, no, I like to do. I try not to do it now. Since COVID, I try not to sniff because it's not really great on a video to have your nose in a ball of yarn. But I do like to sniff yarn.
Yeah.
So fusion is 100% premium acrylic, but it's really, that twist is lovely. It's really round.
Yeah, this is my favourite one because it's like a multifaceted.
Oh yeah, the marl colour on it is lovely.
And I'm very much a purple and pinky red person.
Right, okay, so that suits you.
That's my draw.
So the fusion yarn, I'm just going to wheel a fusion yarn over because I'm going to wheel two over actually with this. It's just lost its head, excuse me. But I just think that is so clever. The way that just works so well as it on.
It's the simplicity of it.
Yes, yeah.
Sometimes less is more.
Yeah, that's very true actually. I do like that. And then, what was this one? Sorry, I'm off camera now. That's not good.
I think that's Highland Heathers.
We're going to bring this one.
And Highland Heathers UK, which is.
Sorry, there's a factor out there.
That's happened a lot. I've been hitting my head a lot by those.
Yeah, that's happened to me before now as well. So Highland Heathers, which has just been a superb yarn.
This is actually the Aaron one.
Yeah.
So, and then we've got the DK one.
Yeah. But this is a superb yarn.
I love the, so one of the other things that we do is obviously picking yarn names and yarn colour names, which we have a lot of fun with. Sometimes we name them after people in our family.
Oh, right, okay.
Other times we name them after things that we mean something to us in the office.
Yeah, okay.
So it's very much a collaboration of what we want to call something.
And what are those two
called?
called?
And these I love because of Highland Heathers. We've got Campbell and Whiskey.
Oh.
Whiskey without an E.
Right, okay, yes.
And
it just feels so lovely, it really does. Feels great. And that again, it's got such a lovely twist on it, and that marled colour. Beautiful, beautiful yarn.
I think actually that is my favourite colour.
It's really rich, it's really saturated with colour as well. And that one was what, Campbell?
Yes.
Nice, I like that. Now there's a new innovation this year, isn't there, as well? Centre pulp. I'm going to pick that one.
Oh, pick the one without. Oh, no, it's there.
So we've got a centre pulse game. It's the first time you've done one of these, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it won't bounce around.
No. Less cat issues.
Less cats, yes, I might have done it, particularly keep away from Angela's cats. And this is great because there's a free pattern on every wall as well, isn't it? This is one of the first launches. Great snood pattern. Oh yeah, nice basket weave snood, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think we've got it. Shall I get one of the garments?
Yes. Well, yeah, I won't go garments this time.
I'll get one of these.
Why didn't I think of that? So this is, what's this one? Premium acrylic again. 275 metre. It's got beautiful fabric. That feels lovely.
So I really like this one because of the simplicity of it and the notch necks are very much on
that's
trend.
nice, and that's quite
So
different
it's
as well.
different, sort of like if you like a V-neck, but
Yes.
you want something a bit different, the notch necks are coming in.
Oh, that's really, that feels really nice.
And of course, it's really good for first-time knitters because you've got a fabric of interest
Yes.
and you can just do the stop and stitch.
Yeah, yeah. And I would imagine as well the multicoloured will also, any mistakes, etc. you won't see it, will you? We like that. We like to not see mistakes. Let's have a look at merry-go-round. Merry-go-round
I
XL.
know, and we've got, I think it's 8.
Wow.
So
And it's
we've got some super bright ones
Yeah.
there, and then we've got some slightly knocked back, more muted ones if you're not quite that
I
brave.
think that colour
I
is-
love that
Yeah,
one.
that's really great for accessories as well,
Yeah.
and they'll knit up in no time. Because merry-go-round DK is in the range already,
Yes.
and it's very much almost seen as a sort of children's yarn, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think you've done something different with this because there's a lot of adult designs, isn't there?
Yeah, it's for adult and children.
Yeah.
And I've one here, which is this one, which is some of the colours are actually as the DK
Yes,
ones
yeah.
as well. So I think that's
This is
a
if you've took up knitting through lockdown, this is the
Yeah.
perfect yarn because it'll knit,
Yeah.
and you've done some great shapes.
Yes, because that's going to be the thing that's coming in is sleeve shapes.
Big sleeves, yes, yeah,
Is a massive thing.
yeah. Okay,
But I
that's
mean,
nice.
they're livable though. We've tried
Yeah,
to
they're
keep
not going to
them,
get, yeah.
Otherwise, you
Yeah, I've got big sleeves on.
can still wash up.
Yes, you can still wash them. I like that.
Or even more importantly, knit.
Yes, yeah. But that, the way the colours change on that is really pretty. And like I say, you knit it in that darker one with ponchos and all sorts
Yes,
of yarns.
yes.
isn't it?
It's quite easy wear.
Yeah, just throw it on.
Garments,
Yeah. We all like that a bit, don't we? And then, look at this, we've got far too much yarn on this table. Recreate chunky. Yet again, recreate is already in the range,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But doesn't it feel different as a chunky?
Yeah, it's
And this,
it's a very stable.
yes,
Yeah. That's how I look at it.
yeah. And it's completely recycled.
Yeah.
Blend of wool, acrylic, polyester, but all recycled, which is so important these days, isn't it? And I love this.
I know the story behind recreate. I just love it.
Yeah, and it's nice that
Yeah.
you can, yeah. I like this. Seen loads of
Looks
cowls.
really nice with your blue black.
Oh, there you go. Then yeah, I've seen loads of cowls in the autumn winter
Yeah.
collection. And what other garments are there in that one? So we've got the cowl.
Oh gosh. So we've got some cables. I'm trying to think.
Well, but it lends itself to cables really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, because it's really crisp.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it creates a very clear pattern.
Yeah.
And the advantage of that when you're starting off in your cable,
Yeah.
you can see it easily and quickly.
Right.
So you
Yes.
can get into the
Yeah.
pattern and remember the
Yeah.
pattern.
Yeah. You can tell she's definitely a proper knitter, can't you? Yeah. Oh yeah, but I think that's, no, but I think that's really important. No, but I just think you're looking at it from a knitter's point of view as well, and not just from a
Yeah.
design point
Yeah.
of view. And I think that's really, it makes all your designs so accessible.
You've got to make it real.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, you're designing for real people, for a real life, you know.
Yes.
Got to
Yeah.
keep out all the practicalities of it.
Yeah, I think what you guys do really, really well at Stylecraft is, like I say, you do design for real people, but you design stuff that's really wearable and stuff that you guys wear. You know, you come over and you go,
Yeah.
you guys have got it on,
Yeah.
and I think that's key. I think sometimes I get a bit frustrated when I go and see a yarn company and it'll be, and the designs are great, but it's like, would you wear them?
Yeah, is it?
And yeah, and I think, yeah, that's really important. They've got to be wearable, they've got to be something that people want
It
to wear
can
at the end of it.
be, you know, it's so easy to sit in an office and you, cut off from the world
Yes,
and not see the bigger picture.
yeah,
So
yeah.
when you're designing, you've got to take, it's basically looking at a lot of data.
Yeah, right, yes.
You know, lots of different things and very subconsciously taking in, even when you walk down the street, you constantly see what people are wearing,
Yes.
seeing what they're
Yeah.
buying.
Yeah.
And then when you're in a shop, you're noticing what's the commonality.
Yeah. Well, we've seen it so much with crochet this season. I
Yeah.
mean, crochet is everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, somebody can't walk past me that's wearing some crochet or something, you know, and that is kind of...
Yeah, you're accosting them in the street.
I was really embarrassed my daughter. I think we were in a queue on a ride at Alton Towers. And there was this guy with a really nice sweater on. And I was trying to
You get a reputation for that, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
She was a teenager at the time.
Oh, yeah, I think we're all a bit guilty of that. I mean, I keep seeing crochet.
And I go, no, it's a sweater.
Just I said, crochet has been on the high street and so on, and it's amazing that you can recreate it with garments like this as well.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yes. And then we've got you the new sock yarn.
Yes, love this. I'm going to pick my favourite colours.
Okay, so there are
Isn't her colours?
2, 4, 6 colours.
Yes.
And this is Head Elliot's Walking in Nature, done with Stuart again.
Yes.
Yeah, we like Stuart.
Yeah.
Do you know that they're quite different? I like having the
Do you know
green.
why we like?
Yeah.
Exactly, that's why we liked it.
That neutral background really
It
shows
makes
the
them look
pattern off,
really
doesn't it?
classic.
Yeah, it does.
High class socks.
It feels nice
Yeah.
as well. And your sock yarns are just flying at the moment. They're going
I know.
really, really well. I love that. That colourway is definitely a me colourway.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, and one ball will
And I
make a
love
pair of socks.
Yeah, we should do it. Okay. What shall we go?
What are the colours called? Can you remember?
Oh gosh, not off the top of my head.
No. There's a lot
we
here
have
to
done
remember.
things. So we've called them to do with things because it's walking nature, things to do with walk. So I think we've got, did we go dilly dally? And hike. And that kind of
Well, I hope you've got a poople.
No, but that'd be...
Oh, can you have a poople in the next one? 'Cause I do a lot of
Going
poopling.
for a poodle.
Yeah, my husband tries to get us to go walking and I can't just go for a poople. So, well, it's been so lovely to catch up with you. Thank you very much. Thank you for all this inspiration. Unfortunately, whenever I come over and I leave with about 10 things that I'm going to make. Yeah, I don't have enough hours in the day. But honestly, this is both Steve and I said when we came over, I think this is a really good collection and there's so much inspiration. So thank you very much.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, and nice to see you too.